Martha's Vineyard, looking straight east. And you could get up and face the sun and jump in the water, and that was heaven. Guess we're going to be a little waterlogged for a while. Something broke or something bent. Dragged me into there. Told me from the undertow. It's time to go. Time to go. It was time to leave the island. Time to head up for the city. Time to fire up the van. Set your compass up for dry land. Say goodbye to the roadhouse stand. Always hung out by the ferry. It was time to leave the island, time to head up for the city. Oh, it was time to leave the island. It was time to leave the island. Where I'm going, I just don't know. Oh. Say goodbye to Roadhouse Flo. Used to sing so sweet and pretty. Will we meet again? Don't know. Maybe somewhere in the city. But time was moving on and on and on and on and on. Oh, oh, Susie. Nice to see you out there in listening land. So nice. By the way, everybody, this is a Bach's birthday, I just learned, and it's the day after the solstice. I was going to sing all kinds of gloomy songs, and then I realized that it's a time to be really happy. So I'm going to try to pretty much keep it to happy songs. But, you know, so we go. All my beautiful friends. Hey, Kylie. This is about a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. Venice, California, Venice Beach. When the Santa Ana winds begin to roar, it's a good idea to head out to the shore. Take your pretty lady, who you adore, where the palms are shady, who could ask for more? When the news and the traffic start to get you riled, do you crave a scene that's beautiful and wild? Come see the dolphins leaping with such style. Gonna get you laughing, just like a child. 'Cause nothing's quite so hard if you just try. Everything's gonna work out by and by. Listen to the strains of that sweet refrain of the Venice lullaby. Now the carnival at beachfront weaves and whirls. They got bodybuilder streaks, bikini girls, little old ladies with shopping bags, Socratic dumpster divers, all for the rags. There's a blind musician singing in ecstasy. But the world is passing by, but he cannot see. Paints the scene so lovely, such vivid hues. As you pass on by him, oh, he's singing about you. Nothing's quite so hard if you just try. Everything's gonna work out by and by. Listen to the strains of the sweet refrain of the Venice lullaby. Hey, nothing's that bad if you just try. Everything's gonna work out by and by. Listen to the strings of the sweet refrain of the Venice lullaby. Now when the Santa Ana winds begin to roar, and they do out there, it's a good idea to head out to the shore. Oh, baby, believe me when I say I love you. Baby, believe me when I say, believe me when I sing to you the words of my heart that ring so true. It puts tears in my eyes, my Venice lullaby. I want my feet to dance on a street of love and wild romance where angels fly. My Venice lullaby. That goes out to you, Eddie Pop Hollister, the Commandante, Admiral of the Marina Del Mar Yacht Club, a wonderful sweet friend. Hi there, Dee Dee Stewart, brilliant artist, playwright, songwriter, and Professor Dennis McClure. You can. Hey, Dennis, how are you doing, man? Facebook's okay. Um, yeah, let's see what we. Here we go. Here's a nice song. Yes, yes, yes. You know, when I sing that song and I think of the person I wrote it to, I actually start crying, and that is a big problem for me because I am the world's oldest crybaby, as my wife will tell you. And I think of I wrote that to a beautiful woman named Sheila Rendell Baker. We're just friends. It was not romance or anything. And hey, beautiful Dee Dee. And I wrote that to her. And sadly, she passed recently. And but I was, I was thinking of Fran, thinking of all the amazing women in my life. Nothing about believe me when I say I love you. Anyway, so many songs, so many songs. I have zillions of songs. I tumble out of bed with them. What to do with them? I say I make a song like a big old hen that makes eggs, egg, egg, egg. And most of them are good solid eggs. Some of them are Easter eggs. I get a few, what are those beautiful Russian eggs? You know what I'm talking about. Those, you know what I'm talking about. Those really, I'm forgetting everything right now. Fool for Love, dedicated to my dear lost cousin, Nathan Norman Smiler, who went down in a hail of bullets, literally. Oh, you can lose your fortune for a song, and you can plant your vineyards in the sand. It ain't a point of right or wrong. Sometimes life is hard to understand. You can be a slave to passion's whip, and you can be a lover and a fool. You can party on a sinking ship and just enjoy the drama and the view. There never was a girl I could refuse, and I'm glad to say they always crave me too. I never could evade the sweet and sticky traps they laid to lead me to some tasty rendezvous. You might say I was foolish as a flea who can't resist a session on the web. This obsession is not unique to me. Many take their pleasure with a pinch of dread. I was a fool for love. I was a fool for love. Yes, there was explosive Angeline and Scarlet Martha messing with my mind. And mild Irene, so crafty and serene, she crawled sinuously around my vines. All this love was not an easy task. When all in all I loved it while I bled, and put her on the summer sunshine of my bed. I never saw the storm clouds overhead. I was a fool for love. I was a fool for love. Through Pasiphae you kept me on for play, the buxom whore behind the iron mask, to gentle Claire who took my breath away and never gave it back. There never was a scene I could resist, no matter how bizarre I never fled. And if they cursed and raged and shrieked and hissed, I only laughed and pulled them into bed. And in a second we just hug and kiss, and everything was comfy and serene, till Dora was the next one on the list, a buxom brawling ex-US Marine. She wanted more than I could ever give, and in the race she always came out ahead. She said without her I would not live. We fought, she shot a bullet through my head. I was a fool for love. I was a fool for love. So now I watch from heaven high above how mortals rage and agonize and sing about something they can never get enough of. That's why I really wouldn't change a thing. Though others say that my life was very short, and people say my ways were just insane, I always got exactly what I sought. I never suffered from that endless pain. I was a fool for love. I was a fool for love. I was a fool, I was a fool, I was a fool, I was a fool for love. Oh, I was a fool for love. Kiva, I have somebody who can't find us on YouTube. Are we on there? Yeah. We are. Okay. Dennis, it's on YouTube. Maybe you got check the address I sent for you. It should work. My technical pro says it's there. So I hope you got it there. You check the comments? That's where you gotta go. Yeah, people are getting it, Dennis, but you know, it's the same wherever you go. This belongs to a class of songs of crazy ladies. There'll be a couple other ones. There's Emily coming up. Ladies of the night, dark, interesting ladies. When I first met my singer, Susie Williams, I literally thought she was insane. It's not true. She was as sane as whatever as sane as could be any. And we spent 10 amazing years making music. This is the Haunted Lady. Have you seen the Haunted Lady? She is always moving on, passing like a bolt of lightning. Now you see her, now she's gone, trailing glitter and patchouli, petals jangling in the wind, in a cloak of golden velvet, like a gypsy, like a gypsy caravan. She pulled the cards out of the sunshine, and she picked the hanging man. He said, you better start traveling. Better do the best you can. I see trouble coming towards you. Best be strong, you best be smart. There was a shadow coming towards you. I see darkness in your heart. Oh, fear, let me down. Ooh. Oh, fear, let me down to the heart of darkness, to the deepest darkness of my soul. Now everybody welcomes true love. The crowd will part to let him through, and the queen will send her blessings. What else can she do? But love always has its victims. It's just roadkill, nothing more. Cinderella's coach is waiting while she's working down at the store. And the prince is always waiting. He thinks about her all the time as he strides about his castle. But he's running out of time. He's running out of time. Oh, love, let me down. Oh, love, let me down to the heart of darkness. Oh, love, let me down to the deepest darkness of my soul. Yeah, da da da. Da da. I have seen the Haunted Lady. She was just outside the town. She was talking to the spirits, something big was coming down. And I thought I heard, save me, save me. But perhaps it was the wind. And I wonder where she wandered. Will I ever see her again? Nobody knows. Nobody sees. Nobody knows. Nobody sees. Nobody knows. Nobody sees. But it lies in the heart of the haunted lady. Da 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 da. Da da da. Thank you, David. David Sears, a great living artist. He's up in the Catskills doing staggeringly, blindingly brilliant artwork. It all looks like some crazy chassid is channeling everything into these incredible colored. So that's David Sears, who is with us today. I don't know if I can make Burning Boy now. I promise next time. I promise I'll start playing guitar next time around. Oh, perspications to art. I think I can get to that. I think I can. You know, I had some very gloomy songs, but because it's springtime, hey, Philip Namenworth, because it's springtime, I thought I'd sing some songs about birds and bees. Bees and birds, that's all right. And I'm going to start, and fish too, beautiful critters. So when I was a youth, I used to write songs about animals all the time. And I don't know why this is, but I'm going to play some songs about animals. And birds. The first one, as many of you know, I wrote when I was living in a haunted brownstone in Boston's South End. And I had somehow been roped into law school, which, you know, I always joke I saved a lot of lives by not going to medical school. And my God, I helped a lot of clients by not being a lawyer. But I would stagger back from my law school, and I would, full of books, carry these heavy books. And my room, I was in a 1970s brownstone, a beautiful brownstone. And I went up to my window. I had a little piano in my room, which is very dangerous. And I looked out, and across the way was a very famous jazz club. And one day I looked out over the way, and I saw a little bird, and wrote this song. It's called "Happiness is a Hummingbird." Hope you like it. And afterwards, I will sing a song called "Blissful Fish," which is the greatest song I ever wrote. And then we'll do Lady Bee. So here we go. Happiness is a hummingbird. Happiness is a hummingbird humming in a flower. Sadness is a sparrow pecking in the snow. All I want is happiness, hum for the hours. If I was a sparrow, away I would go. Way I would go. Way I would go. Way I would go. Way I would go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Loneliness fills a nest, lives for tomorrow, dreaming of yesterday when she sang and played. You go to school every day, study lessons of sorrow. I can't even talk to you, you got nothing to say. 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 La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Happiness, happiness, happiness. Oh, happiness. Happiness is a hummingbird humming in a flower. Sadness is a sparrow pecking in the snow. All I want is happiness, hum for the hours. If I was a sparrow, away I would go. Away I would go. Away I would go. Away I would go. I would go. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Happiness is a hummingbird. High in a tree, a robin sang to me. Don't you agree? It's a beautiful day. Someday the rain may fall, but I don't care. I'll just flap my wings and I'll float through the air. Soon I must go from the ice and the snow to where the sun shines so sweetly, through the sky where the thunderbolts fly. I'll make it through, or at least I will try. Sang the robin in the tree, sang to me, sang to me. Sang the robin in the tree, sang to me, sang to me. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Dee 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 da. Dee 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 dee. That's him. Soon I must go, and I don't really know whether or not I'm returning. But high up in space, where the proud planets race, some other soul will go on in my place. Sang the robin in the tree, sang to me, sang to me. Sang the robin in the tree, sang to me, sang to me. Oh, sing, sing, robin in the tree, sang to me, sang to me. Yeah, this is the critter corner. I just decided it'd be good. I had some songs, and my wife said you can't sing all those gloomy songs to people. One in particular. Another time when we're all in a more gloomy mood. But I haven't sung some of these songs for years. You know this one, Susie. red-winged blackbird flies from the highest tree. He won't be happy till he sings for you and me. Like a plume of fire, blazing forth in melody. Oh, I wonder what he sees, what he sees, what he sees, what he sees. The weary hunter hears his lonely cry. He won't be happy till he shoots him from the sky. Oh, see his hungry gun blazing in the summer sun. Oh, I wonder, does he see what he sees? Does he see what he sees? Red-winged blackbird flies from the highest tree. He won't be happy till he sings for you and me. Like a plume of fire blazing forth in melody. Oh, I wonder, does he see? See, that's the blackbird. Does he see? Does he see? That's an interesting song, actually. More to it than meets the eye, because the hunter isn't singing. It's almost like I see it kind of like a stained glass window. You see, bird wants to sing, hunter has to shoot, bird has to die, and it's all ridiculous. And at that time in Boston, there were many, many red-winged blackbirds in the Fenway. The interesting thing is they have a terrible voice. They're not a really great singer, but neither am I. So I identify them. Anyway, I'm going to do one more critter song, and I'm going to do what you've been requesting, Susie, which is Sunday Morning West Stockbridge, which I would love to do. It's a little instrumental. First, I'm going to do my main song that I ever wrote. It's called Blissful Fish. So here we go. Blissful fish in your bubbling stream. Oh, blissful fish in your bubbling stream, you have no wish but dream and dream, or do the side stroke in your warm green pond, or just float the whole day long. You bright-scaled maids, so mannerly, you will not deign to swim with me. I'll go to the ocean, turn away, and I'll be gone for many a day. But when I return, I'll have matured all the earth's harsh ways. I'll have endured, and you will find from my glassy eye such a brave and strong fish I. Brave fish strong fish, bluefish, blackfish, angelfish, devilfish, goldfish, oh blissful fish, in your bubbling stream, you have no wish, but dream and dream, or do the side stroke in your warm green pond, or just float the whole day long, all day long. That's blissful fish. And somebody can't hear. Bernie, I don't know. Is somebody, you're having trouble with the volume? Because nobody else said that. So maybe crank it up in your cans. I'm really sorry. I love animals. I got one. Oh, heck, I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to do a tune called Sunday Morning in West Stockbridge for you, Susie. And moving, here we go. These are all songs I wrote when I was a little kid. I was a ute. They're little boy songs. And we'll get to the more serious, darker songs, as you get older. Here we go. Lady B. Lady love, lady be, linger with me, be my noontime sister. Buzz in the shade of the maple tree, let the hot earth blister. Honey, your hive keeps me alive. All the earth's a warm, wet place. Buzz in my ear, words of good cheer. All the earth is honey. All the earth is honey. All the earth is honey. See the small boys with evil toys and to destroy me. Lead me alive to your sweet hive where they won't annoy me. All the small bees do what they please in their fragrant bowers, wiggle their wings, dance pretty things. All the earth is flowers. All the earth is flowers. All the earth is flowers. Bzz, 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 bzz. Bzz, 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 bzz. Bzz, 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 bzz. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Lady love, lady be, linger with me, be my noontime sister. Buzz in the shade of the maple tree, let the hot earth blister. Honey, your hive keeps me alive. All the earth's a warm, wet place. Buzz in my ear, words of good cheer. All the earth is honey. All the earth is honey. All the earth is honey. Thank you. I'm going to do a little teeny bit of piano playing, if you'll bear with me. This is for you, Flus. That was called Sunday Morning West Stockbridge, and it comes back from wonderful memories when I used to do a lot of gigs in West Stockbridge with my partner, and wonderful times. Yeah. Let's see. This is for you, Kylie. Hey, Jen, how you doing, you brilliant creature, you? This is called Perspicacious Dr. Z. If I don't know, Kylie, if you're still there, this is for you. And it was written in the style of a kind of a 17th century praise poem. It's for my dad, who was a staggeringly brilliant scientist, and he was a brilliant man. He was a little tough to be with, a lot tough to be with, because. The structure is very 17th century. Today we toast the Jubilee of perspicacious Dr. Z, Lord for half a century. We try that again. Today the Jubilee of perspicacious Dr. Z, Lord for half a century of scientific ink. Hey, Nancy, a humble man of countenance meek, whose goal was only truth to seek. He lived by values quite unique, and in these wretched times, antique. Physician, Mr. Moore, candy administrator, papers published by the score, famed in near and foreign shores. Children of his humble deeds, really, you see. Here we go. Children of humble deed, worldwide meet and make new seas. Mark how fast the rich birds fade. May your glory rise and shine, let it shine. Anyway, guys, you get the idea. It's kind of it's a long ballad with hundreds of lyrics, and next time I'll be able to remember them all. I haven't played that song in a million years, actually, but it's a nice song. All right, what are we doing right now? Here we go. Nancy Spiegel. My 5 a.m., here I go again, bleary-eyed and whirling round the bend. Barely got the strength to make my morning promenade down these city streets that have no end. Gutter garbage swirling in the bluff November breeze, just like these crazy thoughts around my brain. Somewhere in this soggy night, I think I lost my keys, lost a friend who could keep me from the rain. And I've been walking so long this way, stalking through the gray, stalking through the gray. I met a strange companion with a leather face. I said, knew too much about this place. Said, let's have a cup of coffee, spend some time. All we gotta do is find it done. And he's been walking so long this way, talking through the gray, talking through the gray. Hey, friend, you should get some rest. You've been going much too long. I'll tell you, your dreams will keep, but oh, you must be strong, or you won't be around too long. And I've been walking through the gray. My 5 a.m., there I go again, weary-eyed and drifting round the bend. Barely got strength to make my weary promenade down these city streets that have no end. And I've been walking so long away, stalking through the gray, stalking through the gray. That's an old song that only just been made. Let's see, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? Song off of our very first record, which was called Fantasy Rag. It was a wonderful record produced by the great Derek Huntington in a garage in a, what was it, in Natick or something? It's called Wrong Side Boogie. Sal washes dishes round about 9:15. He listens to the laughter of the men working out on the line. Nobody seems to care. Far as he knows, he'll never see that train again. Now Bill works the switches, watch our big trains as they go. You gotta keep your head clear for that old Santa Fe and oh. 35 years out here, far as he knows, that train won't ever appear. This is the wrong side boogie. This is the wrong side boogie. Sam plays the piano at the railroad station cafe. He'll give you a song to put a little music in your day. Whole life walking them keys. Far as he knows, his goal is only to please. Now Pat does the washing and the scrubbing on the station floor. Working all day and her feet are weary and sore. Clock says 4:15, quitting time. Far as she knows, that train ain't coming no more. This is the wrong side boogie. Wrong side boogie. Round about 9:15. Listens to the laughter of the men working out on the line. Nobody seems to care. Far as he knows, I'll never see that train again. Nobody seems to care. Far as he knows, they'll never see that train again. Nobody seems to care. Far as he knows, they'll never see that train again. Hey, Roger, living the good life in Florida, doing the right thing. Love everlasting. To all the great ladies in my life, you know who you are. Far away and near. trade lives with you, Roger. Love everlasting, though we are far apart, you're still in my heart. Love everlasting, though far away, our life's here to stay. Our life will survive. Our love will survive. Love, faith and glory, though folks may count them out, there is not a doubt. Love's old story, though they seem weak and small, they may trip and fall, but love will conquer all. Love will conquer all. Oh, see the smoke of ancient empires rise. Stars watch coldly from the skies. Our love will survive. It tells me how dear you always were to me, and it tells me I am alive. Yes, I am. Love everlasting, it's a love everlasting. It's a love with no beginning and no end. You will always be my lover and my friend. It's an substantial melody, sympathy, harmony, empathy, ecstasy, and on 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 and love, love ever Esther. Love, love, love. Recently I'm going to do a more serious song. I've been kind of avoiding it, but it's a nice song. I give myself a lot of credit for this. Yeah, like I was saying, what are those amazing eggs that Normie wrote a song in Hebrew. Oh shit! Next, after I already screwed a bunch of songs. I will do that song next time. I know the song you're thinking about. Yes, I will. That's a wedding song. I lost a friend actually recently, and I'm going to do the song I wrote. What are those Russian eggs that they have? What do you call those? There's a word for it. They have jewels all over. Somebody tell me what they are. I can't remember. I always say I write songs all the time. It's like a big fat hen laying eggs. And I get some Easter eggs, and sometimes I get those amazing. I can't remember what they're called. I'm forgetting everything. What's the word for those? They cost millions of dollars. I could have been a better friend, is what this is called. You know, there's so many people, and they just go, and you say, shit, I could have been a little. Here we go. Anyway, somebody tell me the name of that egg, will you? No, they're not called Cabernet eggs, Philip. Get out of there. That's not. No. There's a word for them. They're priceless. I mean, magic Russian eggs. They got jewels on. Cabernet is a wine. Fabergé egg. Maybe is it a Fabergé egg? Maybe that's what it is. So, like I was saying, I kind of make songs like egg. Whack, whack, whack. I have a song every week or two, and a lot of them are good solid eggs. You can make an omelet with them, and some of them are really pretty colors and stuff. You can make Easter eggs with them, and some of them are really pretty ones. They're Fabergé eggs from Norman. So here's a better one, and it's called "I Could Have Been a Better Friend." I could also be a little closer to the piano because I'm about to fall on my ass. Here we go. Here we go. I could have been a better friend. I could have been a better friend. Just got news you passed away. After all those years of slowly dying, took your health, your leg away. Still you spark the old rock and roll. Stories without end. Till the end, I could have been a better friend. I could have been a better friend. Yeah, there were one or two things that I did. 2 raindrops in your life of pain. I helped out then, but not again. With you stumbling and hurting all the day, you just wanted to sing one last song. I could have been a better friend. Man, I was stealthy, out to win. So hell-bent dumb with competition. We were both a pair of aging has-beens. Like you, I had that old man's rage. Always fighting to get out on the stage when no one was listening anyway. Few damn notes at the end of day. I could have been a better friend when you sang the 23rd Psalm at tribute time, singing goodbye to those who passed away. In your harsh voice, a prayer, a cry. For all of us so close there to the shade, you were the first to sing, the first to go. Did you know that you led the whole parade? I could have been a better friend. Your endless song about that young girl's hands who soothed you, rubbed your weary back. Got murdered by a client. I mocked your endless refrain. About her hands, not seeing in a universe of pain. She was the only one to soothe and love you. So you called her name and made her a saint. I could have been a better friend. Just got news you passed away. After all those years of slowly dying, grabbed your health, your leg away. Still you spark the old rock and roll. Stories without end. I could have been a better friend. Okay, that's sort of a more serious song, and I just wanted to say, it says tribute time because we do a thing at my college where when people die, they have passed away, and there's a little service, and you stand up and say something good about whoever died. As long as you have something good, if you don't have anything good, you shut up. And it's kind of a nice tradition. It's very nice. So I could have been a better friend. It's a Fabergé. Thank you, Flus. Yeah, it's a Fabergé egg is what I was thinking. It's about Mark Pine. You might know him. Actually, he was the guy who didn't have a leg. He would always. You might have met him at one of those reunions. All right, let's cheer it up a little bit. I'm going to make a mess out of this, but bear with me because I sort of feel like picking up a little bit. That's a kind of a bummer song. I can't go far without you. Don't even know what you do. Thought we'd just last for a while. Yes, I got used to your style and the way you set folks at ease when you walk in a room. You ain't much to squeeze, but you sure can throw off the glue. I just don't know what I'll do. I can't go far without you. Thought that I knew my own mind. I wouldn't get hooked on your kind. Something well-dressed and well-bred. Love wouldn't go to my head. But when you popped through the door with a laugh and a song, I knew evermore right where I belong. I just don't know what I'll do. I can't go far without you. When you crash through the door with a laugh and a song, I knew evermore right where I belong. I just don't know what I'll do. I just don't know. That's a happy old song. That's what I used to do for a living, actually. I played songs like that. And we'd bang away and bang away and bang away, and people would rock and rock. And it was kind of fun, actually. Let's see, what will yeah, Fear walked in. That's the thing. All right. I got to say, when the pandemic hit, a dear friend of mine, there's a great online site of pandemic art, believe it or not. And it's actually classy. It's very classy. And talk about cheering up. It's kind of classy. And a dear friend of mine who's an agent, come on, Alan, come on up in the Bronx. It's not so far. You all the way from the Lower East Side. You can do it, you old guy. Come on, get going. Alan Yashin is a brilliant playwright. You see his modest words, and we collaborate on plays. I say we do small musicals for small rooms. We've already staged 3 of them, actually. One of them, Chekhov Shmekov, a great flow. And we do. He's a great writer, and we do little mini musicals. We're working on another one now, and so he's great, and that's my partner. So it's like Gilbert and Sullivan and Yashin and Zamcheck. Anyway, I got to say something. When the pandemic hit, everybody has their own odyssey about what happened. I was just about to go into a recording studio with this beautiful band, the Real Storm and Norman Band, featuring a brilliant singer, Genevieve Fevre. And I've been working on it for 10 years, working with a great drummer, Tad McCulley, and John Saraga, incredible, just great musicians. And again, Genevieve Fevre, great singer. And we were about to go in the studio, and we've been practicing for months to do the greatest record that ever happened, and it just stopped. But I fell into like a shock. How about you? And I couldn't I couldn't do anything. I couldn't compose. I couldn't play. I was like, ugh. And I was sitting in my backyard with birds ringing and singing all the time. There were ambulances going back and forth, and they'd put tents all through this park around the corner from me, hospital for the sick people. So I went, ugh. And the only things I was able to write, guys, bear with me, are a couple of little fragments of things. One is called Fear Walked In, and they're not finished, so be kind. I'll tell you what I have, because that's that's what I could do. And then we'll get back to other stuff. Fear walked in, sat right beside me, sat so stiff and still. Fear walked in, sat right beside me, at my back I felt a chill. Sat so stiff and full of dread, felt a chill come down my back. Hey man, hey, I want to know you. We can have a time or two. Hey man, hey, I want to know you. We can have a rendezvous. And I feared him from the start, like a knife to my heart. Cold and cold is a stone. Well, that's Fear Walked In. It's going to be a great song someday. But that's the general idea, is that suddenly we're living our life and we're all living in terror. And here's, I don't know, should I do another one? Yeah, what the hell? What a weird, strange world this is. Birds are raging in the trees, full of springtime melody, springtime threnody. Just a few short blocks from me, folks are fighting for each breath. Fight for each breath, a few short steps to death. Sirens wailing night and day, take the suffering away. Take them to unthinking health, uncertain light. In the boiling wards, nurse is fighting against the tide, trying to help this one survive, help someone alive. Toiling, not so sure they'll walk. Healthy in the light of day. Will they come out safe for just a day? Meanwhile, all of us stay caged, hiding in our small rooms, praying the plague will pass us by and we'll be spared. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry to get so grim on you suddenly. You know, I mean, who needs that shit, right? But, you know, I wanted to sing that song, just get it off my chest, you know. Come on. Pick up the mood a little bit. I can't get worse than that. I'm over my head in deep, deep water. I'm over my head and I just might drown. I'm over my head and I'm calling. I got no one around. No one around. Please, baby, don't you forsake me. Don't make me drop just like a stone. I'm over my head and I'm calling. The water is black, black, black. It's black and cold. I try to reach out for your love, dear. I got nothing to hold. No one to hold. Please, darling, don't you forsake me. I just can't make it on my own. I used to cruise in the warm sun of your smile. Mess around, laugh around, linger for a while. But then the rogue wind flew right over me, knocked my small boat down. Help! And it's down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. What will become of me? Yeah. Help! I love this song. I'm over my head in deep, deep water. I'm over my head and I just might drown. I'm over my head and I'm calling. I got no one around. No one around. Please, darling, don't you forsake me. I can't make it on my own. And it's down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. What will become of me? Yeah, that's a little more cheerful. I don't want to be, my God, we all went through this stuff together, so you don't need to hear too much of it, but that was fun to do. Years ago when I was a Ute, this is Emily. It's called Emily. Flashy, if you're out, Kiva, all the comments stopped happening. What did I do wrong? Anyway, guys, I can't see your comments right now because I made them go away. But anyway, I'll answer you. They just vanished somehow. Here we go. This is an old song, you know. We used to do a gig in I guess everybody. Called Emily. Honky tonk song. I used to know people like this. Some of my best friends. She's a sight to behold, flashing silver and gold, flashing Emily. In a long, slinky gown, in the wrong side of town, just being Emily. And they say at the bar, you can get pretty far, you can have her, but you can't hold. 'Cause when your wild oats are sown, you'll be back on your own, missing Emily. It was this time last year, with a head full of beer, wine and misery. And she gave me a smile, and her eyes shone so warm and so tenderly. With a touch of her hand, she could make me the man I had dreamed of, but could never be. And as the years come and go, still her name has a glow in my memory. You're so young and beautiful, can I be your man? You're so young and beautiful, don't you understand? She don't need you, no, 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 Emily. She's a sight to behold, flashing silver and gold, flashing Emily. In a long, slinky gown, on the wrong side of town, just being Emily. And they say at the bar, you can get pretty far, you can have her, but you can't hold. 'Cause when your wild oats are sown, you'll be back on your own, missing Emily. You're so young and beautiful, can I be a man? You're so young and beautiful, don't you understand? She don't need you, no, 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 Emily. That is dedicated to Janie Creedman. That's dedicated to Janie Creedman. It wasn't B&M, actually. That came from a place in Central Square that we used to work at, Central Square. And I wanted at this point to praise the amazing artwork that's been swimming by your eyes by Flash Rosenberg, my dear, dear friend and incredible artist. And some other artwork, too, you've been seeing, too, by Nicolina Tyler. But Flashy has been my the artist in my heart for some years now, and we want to thank her for this beautiful artwork that is happening here. Now, oh, Mamselle Sandy. Yeah, there's other ones like that too. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of songs about crazy ladies. I got one in French. I'll do that next time about that I fixed a friend of mine up in Maine. Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to do this for Nancy Spiegel if you're still here. This is about the B&M baked bean plant in Maine where I once worked. I was a kettle washer. I didn't want to be just another stupid college kid. The oven's at the factory. We're going full roar with the bam, crumble, a clatter, and a hiss. And Joel, the foreman, was passing out work gloves to the men on the second shift. Oh, Lester Perkins was working the floor, tall, proud, with the shock of blonde hair. And he just shot the biggest old deer that they ever heard of around here. Little Bill the lineman was always in good cheer. Oh, how you doing? He'll clap you and say. And after work, he never will shirk chasing the girls at Bubba's Cafe. Little Nomi the dumper, she laughs through it all. She doesn't let it get to her at all. And when she was young, she had quite a name, singing songs at the Union Hall. The sun was setting down in Casco Bay. Oh, torching the waters on fire. And deep within the soul's walls of brick, 300 souls aspire. Thank you so very much. I'm going to do one last song. I got a little time. It's called Autumn Artist. Actually, I could do a couple, but I think people are getting tired. This is called Autumn Artist Paints the World Again. I watch the colors. I spent a lot of my time. We spent a lot of time on the railroads when I was on the roads a lot, and going up and down the coast. We were in New York to Boston, and I had a girl in Boston. Anyway. So this is called Autumn Artists, about going through New England and starting in New York and Connecticut in autumn time. It's called Autumn Wine. The autumn artist paints the world again. I watch the colors from my speeding train. No sooner said our last goodbyes again, I feel that old familiar pain. A world of sad magic spreads before my eyes, magic. A rush of sadness that I hold inside. Till like a baby I break down and cry and ask myself the reason why. A color blue, a color red, a flash of amber overhead. Color gold, a pang of dread that I could lose you in the fall, that we might never love at all, that we might never love at all. The pale conductor checks my ticket now. He kindly asks if he can help somehow. A graying lady reading magazines says, "Hey, would you like a tangerine?" These strangers all come on like friends of mine. Their kindness warms me like an autumn wine. But still I see you smiling far behind, in New York City down the line. A color green, a color red, a flash of amber overhead. A color gold, a pang of dread that I could lose you in the fall, that we might never love at all, that we might never love at all. Never, 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 never love at all. Never love at all. Hey, thank you very much, everybody, for being with me. And thanks for being pretty cool when I messed everything up. But you've been so... Huh? Okay, what are you saying, Kiva? What? More? Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a... the studio audience here is demanding more. So I'm going to do one more, okay? Does anybody have a request out there in audience land out there? I'll you know... This town, the clouds hang down so low, they touch the water far below. The weary sailor at his rest, his head upon his darling's breast, dreams of other lands so far away, and sunny strands where palm trees sway, and of the man he used to be, down at the crossroads by the sea. The sun that's setting in the tide seems to be walking by our side. The boats are waiting down by the shore, soon to depart, come back no more. And there we parted 10 years ago, 10 years of laughter and of woe. And it's come down to you and me, we're at the crossroads by the sea. Just a second in the wind, hearing back again a voice so sadly crying, take me home, never, never leave me, take me home, never, never leave me. We were crazy, proud and free, hadn't read much history, oh God, but we were trying one more time. Don't you try to bind me one more time, I'll leave and never find me, we were both so blind. Down at the crossroads by the sea. just right here where we met. Time I'll never will forget. You did a quick midsummer storm, then I hold you in my arms. So many things stood behind my mind, and it's come down to you and me, down at the crossroads by the sea. Just a second in the wind, it's here and gone again. Voice so sadly crying, take me home. Don't you leave me ever, take me home. Forever, forever. We were crazy, wild and free, hadn't wrote much history. God knows that we were trying one more time. Don't you try to bind me one more time. I'll run, you'll never find me. We were both sublime. Down at the crossroads, and at the crossroads, and at the crossroads by the sea. Okay, well, that's more than enough. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for being such a kind and tolerant audience. And I'm going to shut up before I get worse. So love to all of you, and thanks for being with me. Bye. Whoa, whoa, she's looking pretty. There goes Kathy and her skates. See her whipping through the city. See her doing figure eights. It's nice to move through the city. City is nice when you're moving on skates. Nice to move through the city doing figure eights. You're on your own. The world is your home. No one can hold you. Brave, strong, and free, like a wave on the sea. Cruising from Harlem to the Thanks, everybody.